Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well. Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan. This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. Fifth in the NFL in passing yards last year with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it, even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw it. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Atlanta.
They go play action now. Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit. And he made himself available on that one.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 26. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Gain of 12.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run. It's Gurley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 20.
McKinley on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. He gives to Gurley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. Ryan. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Ryan
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Jones. That's good for a Green Bay.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result,
and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's caught. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Oliver. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Ryan. A slant to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Falcons.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete to Hayden Hurst.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Complete to Todd Gurley. No gain on the play.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
8-yard line.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Again, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Kenny Clark. Matt Ryan sacked.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5 and up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blank.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. For the point after. And that makes it 14-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
For Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Atlanta.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Jones has it. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons.
Ryan's pass.
Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Jones. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now the all-time leading rusher at Boston College, it's A.J. Dillon.
A.J. Dillon.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will tie things at 17 all.
That ties the game at 17.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms. And this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers. But that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there. And not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
Now Ryan on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This complete to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
20. Packers 17.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
A 41-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half.
20 all.
So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Down, Falcons.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Cardinals who get the road victory. Kyler Murray, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
First and 10. at their own 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now it's Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 20.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gives this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Neal brought him down. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
To Aaron Jones.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
For Green Bay.
Well, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 27, Ryan dumps it off to Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
2nd down and 3. Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought down by DeMonte Casey. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Aaron Jones.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete.
On the keeper.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Delay of game, offense.
Are you serious?
And that'll set him back. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, to give to Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another carry now for Gurley. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line.
To Todd Gurley.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 20.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he stopped immediately there.
In on the stop.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45. To the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The previous play is under review.
And this is one of those.
We got it. Good job, team. Good job, team.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Ryan. He completes it to Treadwell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge.
We got this. Down. Ready. 25. Here we go,
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Alexander on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Ryan, he gets it to Gurley, complete.
Ryan's pass.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And the Falcon first down.
Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
First and 10. At their own 30.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
Has over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. Second and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now Gurley.
Todd Gurley, the ball.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Here's Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They run. It's Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now fourth down and goal. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Did you expect anything less from Stephen Gostkowski? This guy, he's a machine out there, Charles.
Even in the clutch, the bigger the situation, the more likely that it goes right down the middle. And I think he just bailed his guys out in the end, yet again.
Tonight's final.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.